Hey everyone, happy Tuesday and welcome to our weekly Facebook Live. My name is Ann Granger and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in the beautiful town of Dorchester, Ontario, Canada, and I'm excited to be with you. Popping on just a few minutes after 11 so Facebook can let you know I've gone live, and that gives me a chance to check my settings and make sure everything looks great. I hope you're having a great start to your day, or maybe you're in the middle of your day or towards your evening. Wherever you're watching from, I hope you are having a great day. It is a overcast day here in Southwest. In the last 2 days, in the mornings, the temperature has been like 13, 14 degrees, and it's cooling off at night. It's kind of giving me that fall vibe, which I was so excited about. Fall is my favorite time of year. I was like in the stores and I was like, when can I start putting out my fall decorations? And I asked that question like in August, but I'll wait till Labor Day weekend and then I'm going. All right, so just popping on, give me a chance to find myself here. I hope you, so welcome to my happy space, aka my stamp room. This is where you will find me majority of my time. I love spending in time here. This is my happy place where I can escape life for a few minutes, for an hour, longer, whatever it is. I come in here, I play my music. I'm a huge country fan, but I also love like that nature music and like music you can find like on YouTube videos and stuff like that. I love those too. And anything to do with ocean, like I just love. So I will come in here and I will just create, and it truly is my happy place. I could be in the most grumpiest mood, and then literally I'll come in and I'll be like, yep, that is just what I needed. So it's a little escape, and just depends on what I'm trying to find myself here on Facebook, and it is not letting me go. So give me a minute. I'm just gonna try to find myself. Give it a few minutes, I think. Yep, okay. So today is Tuesday, August 19th. Can you believe it? I cannot believe we're on the, like almost towards the end of August. So if you're watching live, you're gonna see that red live button up in the corner. And if you were watching on the replay, shout out to my replay warriors. I know life is busy, and I know there's many of you, because I've heard you guys say it, that you like to watch, Facebook Lives during, you know, especially if you're in different time zones, you watch them when you can, whatever it may be. I'm grateful that you stopped by today, and I'm grateful that you are joining us. So this week, if you know me and follow my videos, you know, here, I'm just trying to find myself. I found myself, that I pick a product of the week, and then I come to you live with products. So samples. So I will show you a scrapbook page. I usually do that on a Monday night live. And then I will show you cards for the rest of the week. Then I will show you cards for the rest of the week. So I love to show you ways that you can use cards and scrapbooking using our Stampin' Up! Products. Stampin' Up! Has made some big announcements, and I will be sharing those throughout the videos with you. So first of all, if you know me, you know I have chocolate. I have a candy bar in my classroom downstairs, and I went and rated it. So this is what I'm kind of working on. So I have like chocolate covered blueberries, coconut almonds, and caramel M&Ms and plain M&Ms. So that is what I'm working on. All right, so this week we are focusing on the Sunshine Vibe stamp set, which is part of a bundle, which is a Sunshine Vibe bundle, and that is what I am showcasing with you today. Today I am making a card that I cased actually from the Annual Catalogue, and I'm going to show you that. When I sit down to create my projects, I usually go look for inspiration. First, I'll go see what Stampin' Up! Concept artists did, so I'll go look to see where in the catalog they have what they've used. Then I will search Pinterest. I'll go to social media, and a lot of times, like when I'm like scrolling Pinterest or social media at night while I'm watching TV, and I see a card design I like or a scrapbook design I like, I'll save it in my camera roll. I'm sure if you were to look at my camera roll has way more Stampin' Up! Stuff than sometimes other things. But then when I sit down to create, I'll go look through that for inspiration, and that's right. I always find like if I case a couple people, then the ideas will flow after that. So I am hoping that I will inspire you with the Sunshine Vibes bundle and the Boho Vibes Designer Series paper, which is part of the Boho Vibes suite. I actually borrowed this from my downline and good friend Katie. I didn't have this set, but I thought it was a great one. I have an order coming. It has my catalogs and some new products, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, so let's dive in. I'm going to flip the camera and you are going to see the outside. As I said, it's a very overcast day here today, but it's a good day. So I think we're looking, let me just see if we look how our view looks. And we'll go from there. Let's give it, I know there's a bit of a delay. Oh yeah, the videos look great. Okay, so Sunshine Vibe is a photo Palmer stamp set, which is great for two-step stamping. I love photo Palmer stamp sets because I love the fact that you can like literally see where you're stamping. It's like sometimes when you stamp with a red rubber cling, it's hard, but then it's just that little switch of like knowing where to stamp is a little easier. So Sunshine Vibe stamp set. And then you have coordinating dies. And this is the one thing I love about Stampin' Up, that everything coordinates, right? Just the quality and the coordination. That's what sold me on Stampin' Up. Are these beautiful dies, and there's 11 in the set. So you have like a die that makes like an outline for a rainbow. You've got pieces that cut. So let me show you, for example, actually we're gonna show you when I do my video. And then you've got some like leaves and these funky little layers that you can put in your envelope. I mean, in your rainbow. And then you got some other neat ones. So there's 11 in that. So we'll be using that this morning. So I'm just gonna leave that out. Then I also told you it was part. Oops, I hit my light. Sorry about that. I told you it was part of a suite. So in that suite is also the Boho Vibes Designer Series paper, which is these patterns right here. It is, in regular it is $17. It's on sale this month for part of our in color sale. So any in color products, and you're probably thinking, well, what's an in color product? That is a very good question. So Stampin' Up every year releases in colors. These are the colors they say that are going to be hot and trendy, and you will see in other areas of your life, like when you go to a clothing store, when you go to like a decor store, when you go to maybe sometimes in like the mall, like in displays. So these are the colors they are saying are hot colors. So this year they released Cloud Cover, Secret Sea, Strawberry Slush, Timid Tiger, and Darling Duck. Those colors were released in May of 2025 and they will go to April of 2027. And in here is Cloud Cover and Secret Sea, which are two of my favorite in colors. I cannot get enough. When I saw the Secret Sea color at On Stage, I was like, oh my gosh, that is a beautiful color. It's not as dark as black, and it's little lighter than Night and Navy. And let me just show you that because I have these here. So here is the Secret Sea color, and let me just show you. So what I've done is I've cut up my cardstock so I can show you things. So here is, so there's black. So you can see it's definitely not as dark as black. Now let me find Night and Navy. Oh, and here's Night and Navy. So if you put like the Secret Sea, you can see it's kind of like that in between. So dark, basic black is black. Secret Sea is a little blackish navy, but not as dark as navy. So I really, really like those colors, but I love Secret Sea. So that is my favorite. And then I love the fact that you pair it with Cloud Cover. So Cloud Cover is another one of our in colors, and I absolutely love this color. This color reminds me of the color I have in my mudroom and main floor bathroom. I was actually on the weekend doing some cleaning and purging, and I was like, I should paint my craft room, and I would love to make it like a really nice bluey gray. I really love the nautical theme, and I love to do like just that nautical theme, so maybe that's a project down the road. But anyways, those are some great colors. So in that pack is all these papers. I love this one is my favorite. This one is my favorite. I love this pattern. And there's also these ones on the back. So right now to the end of August, these are on sale for $14.45, which is a steal of a deal. So you get some savings there. And that's our in color product sale. So everything is 15% off. So ink pad, like select in color. So ink pads, re-inkers, re-inkers, ribbon, designer series paper, some of our Stampin' Up kits are in there, so check that out. If you go to my blog, www.stampwithan, and click shop now, it will take you to my online store and you will see that. All right, so let's show you the product of the week. So this product of the week, we're showcasing that Sunshine bundle, and there's the item number and the price here if you are in the Canadian market. Here is that Boho designer series paper, and there's the number, and as I said, it's on sale for $14.45. You can use this link to go to, or you could click my stamp with over to my blog. So there's the product of the week. And then this week, I have designed a card class to go pack around the products I am using. So I'm going to show you today's card, and then we're going to do this card tomorrow, and then these ones will be samples. If you place an order between Monday, August 18th and Sunday, August 24th, I will send you these cards in the mail as my way of saying thank you for placing an order with me. And unfortunately, I can only ship here in Canada. So there is the Sunshine Vibes. I really went with the in colors of the Secret Sea and cloud cover because I really wanted to show you how amazing those colors are, and because they're on sale, I wanted to give you like that little bit of cost savings. Okay, so let me show you where you can find this in the catalog, and then we'll get started. So the Boho, it's called Boho Vibes Sweet Collection. It's on page 61, and this is what I call the easy shop button. So if you were to type in this code, it's 8725, and you would get all the products that you see on page 62. So you're going to get the stamp set, the dies, you're going to get the designer series paper, and I'm going to show you these muted palette dots. So you would get those, and there's some really great samples. So that's our annual catalog, and I'm just going to show you. If you're here in Canada and do not have a demonstrator, I would love to help you out. Or if you have a demonstrator, work with them. This is our mini catalog. I call it the holiday catalog. That's the way it has been, but it's actually called the September to December. It starts on September 3rd. I cannot show you the inside as per Stampin' Up policy, but not to worry. Once September hits, we're gonna dive into this book in lots of different ways. I actually was working on a core skeleton calendar yesterday and doing some things, so watch for those. And then this is our online exclusives. So online exclusives is a way for Stampin' Up to bring product in and out very quickly. If they were to wait to put things into a catalog, it would be 2 years out. And trends change in 2 years. So this is how, I can't show you the inside of this, but this also starts on September 3rd. But here's the thing, as a Stampin' Up demonstrator, I was able to pre-order from this catalog and this catalog, and my orders are coming. I cannot wait to show you. So that is one of the perks of being a Stampin' Up demonstrator, is you get to see product really early, you get a discount, but my favorite part of being a demonstrator is the amazing Stampin' Up community. I often think, wow, I would not have met you as a friend. Like, I wouldn't have met my friend if it wasn't for Stampin' Up, because I met people around the globe. If you are thinking about joining or have a large shopping list, let me know, because right now you can join my Stamp to Create team and add these products in your starter kit. How exciting is that? You get to order it almost 2.5 weeks before other people do. So that's the exciting part. All right, so that is what I have for you today, and I'll share other things as we go. So let's dive in. So today we are making a card that I cased from the concept artist. As I said, I always go see what I am doing. So let me just do that. All right, so our base, here is our card that we are creating. Isn't that cute? I just love the little hello, darling. You can, and actually I think I have a friend that says that, hello, darling. A little cute card that you can send to somebody just to brighten their day. I feel like the world right now, everyone needs a little bit of sunshine in their mail, and a card is like a hug in the mail. So this is the one we're gonna make. We are using Petaled Pink, and it's not a color I use very often, but I do love when Stampin' Up brings out paper packs that encourages you to use other different colors. So we have Our card base is petal pink. We have an extra piece that is cardstock that is petal pink. I have a piece of that designer series paper, which I think is a really fun one. And then I have a piece of cloud cover, and we're gonna do some little die cutting. So let's put these pieces aside, and then I will bring in what we need. So here we go. So this is my big boss, aka my Stampin' Cut. This is what I use for die cutting when I need to do bigger pieces, when I use embossing folders. When you purchase a Stampin' Cut emboss machine, you do get the machine, you get all the plates you need to do everything. My plates are well loved, as you can tell. And where is my other plate? Oh, there it is. Okay, so we're going to use this one. And we're going to use that one die that looked like a rainbow. So let's just, and I'm just actually gonna lay it like this because I wanna make sure that my is in the center. So we're just gonna put a little post-it tape, hopefully that holds it, to hold it down. We're gonna put it there, and then we're gonna put our plate on top, and we're gonna roll it through. Oh my goodness. So when you do that, you get this fun, let me just move this out of the way so I can show you that. So when you take this off, you actually get, so you get a cutout that looks like this, which is super cool. But then you get all these pieces. So I have a bag from over the weekend when I was crafting and making my projects for the week of all these. So I'm just gonna put these in because guess what? When I'm ready to create a rainbow, I will have all these pieces that I can just mix and match to create a beautiful, colorful rainbow. And I actually will probably just put this in the die case. As I said, I borrowed this from my friend, but if this was mine, I would just literally stick this in here so that I knew when I opened it up, I would have those pieces. But this is a fun one. I might actually break down and get it. So and that's the neat thing about trying things, right? You can see if you like it before you purchase. All right, so we have that. So let's bring in that pattern paper that we have. And I'm going to so what we're going to do is we're going to put this pattern paper behind to give it that illusion of the colors. Now you can totally, you know what, I want more of the, I like that. So I want more of that Secret Sea and cloud cover. So what we're going to do is we're just going to put some tape in and around like that. And then I'm literally just going to make sure I have what I want. And then my page is, oh, okay, so I got it where I want, and I'm just going to make sure I center it up here. Maybe just before I put it down. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, so now we can go ahead and adhere this to our card base. Today, Stampin' Up! Made some announcements, and they are changes that are coming. Some changes hard, but I do want to let you know one of the changes that is happening is they're discontinuing our Stampin' Rank markers. They will go on our last chance category tomorrow, so August 20th, and they're while supplies last. Our markers come in all the color families, so you can get them in subtles, neutrals, brights, subtles, neutrals, brights, and regals, and then the in colors. So they are while supplies last. So, I mean, they're great for journaling, so you can write, and you can also use them for coloring or coloring on your markers. The reason why Stampin' Up! Is making that change is they are making changes to their stamps due to the cost, due to the raw materials being harder and harder to get. They are discontinuing red rubber stamps and going towards the photo palmer. And it's interesting because when I actually sat down and went through the stamps that I have that are current, I have one stamp that is red rubber. All my stamps are photo palmers, which is really, really interesting. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to stamp. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to try to do this. Let's see if I can do this with my paper down. I knew there was something I had to do before that. All right, so I will be sharing more details about that, but I just thought you might hear it from other demonstrators, so I wanted to be transparent, but I also wanted to make sure that you know in case you are eyeing up any of the markers. I can't tell you the last time I used a marker. Honestly, I'm a more Stampin' Blend person, so let me pull in and let's see if this works, and if not, we'll just cut some more new paper. All right, we are going to stamp what looks like a half moon or half sun right there. Oh, that worked perfectly. So if you want to know more about what's happening in my studio or with the world of Stampin' Up, I would highly recommend you sign up for my newsletters. My goal is to send one a week with updates, but I also send one every Monday letting you know what is the product of the week, and then every Sunday I give you a recap of all the projects that I have made. So this one here is neat because it creates that sunburst of like the rays coming out from the sun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up. So you can see the one thing I like about a photo polymer stamp set is you can line up. So I know I have this one here. I'm just going to come beside it, and then I'm just going to go like it's shooting that ray of sunshine, right? Like so fun. So that is in Daffodil Delight. Now let's pull this off. So one of the things I wanted to share with you is our cloud cover ink. So Stampin' Up informed us when we were at Onstage that our cloud cover ink was having some problems with it not being the right color. So I wanted to show you. So this, you can tell, I stamped this one, and I might have stamped more in the middle of my ink pad. It's more of a bluey gray, more of a gray tone. I redid it where I stamped all the way around, and I can definitely see more of a, oh, so these are the cloud cover. And then this is what I did with Versamark. So our cloud cover is still available. You can still order it. It might just be more of a grayish tone, bluish gray, than more of a bluey tone. But I found when I was stamping, I was like, how can I show you other ways of using that in case you didn't want that? Didn't want to order the ink pad, but also wanted to have that cloud cover. And what I found was using the, where's my project? Oh, yeah. Was using the Versamark. So Versamark is a great way. Versamark is used for, I'm just going to bring this in. Versamark is used for heat embossing, but you can also use it for two-tone cards. Two-tone. Oh, it's raining here. We need the rain. Okay. So I saw this trick the other day, and I thought, what a great idea. I need to start doing that more, is where they put the dot blocks, the stamps together. So I've just laid Hello Darling, and then I'm going to pick it up, and now I can stamp it as one and not having to do it separate, which I thought was a really good one. So let's do Hello Darling. So I'm stamping in Versamark ink onto cloud cover, which will be a tone on tone, which is a nice little look. So our Versamark ink is meant for heat embossing, but you can use it in other ways. So we're just going to let that dry for a minute. So I wanted to show you what else. Oh, I forgot to show you the matted dots. So while it's letting so these are the matted dots, and they come in petal pink. No, sorry, these are the muted palette dots. Petal pink, daffodil, mossy mellow, and cloud cover, which is really nice. I love like that's something I love, like that things coordinate. I can go from designer series paper to ribbon to you know, ribbon to embellishments to cardstock. I love it. It's just everything coordinates. That's my one favorite thing. Okay, so what I did was I just made like I call this like a flag, a dog flag, I don't know, banner. So I cut up the middle, and then I went corner to corner. I find is the easiest way to do that. So just cut to the middle and then go corner to corner, and you get this fun little banner. So let's bring in my dimensionals. I had a teen party on the weekend where we did an ice cream social and bring your own kit. And I was so happy because I needed dimensionals. And then when I opened my kit, I was like, yes, look at these big packs. So these are the dimensionals that you get when you order one of our stamping kits, which are some really great ones in there. All right, we're going to put Hello Darling right there. And we're going to bring in our twine, which I think is here in my bin. So let me find that. I would love to know if you're watching or watching on the replay. Please let me know. Share some, give me some feedback, because that's what helps keep you going. Tell me if this is something you like or have looked at, or maybe you haven't looked at. I'm trying to really like focus, like 1 week do like an annual, and then like an online exclusive, so product of the week, to show you a wide variety of product. And as I said, I had to pivot because my order hadn't arrived yet, so, which I think is due tomorrow. So I'm excited because it has all my catalogs. It's my job today, is prep. I'm having lunch with a friend, but then I'm working on prep for catalogs, so I'm excited. All right, so there is our, let me just move some stuff out of my way here. There is our card today saying, hello, darling. And then you can send that to a friend to brighten their day. Isn't that cute? I love how they're like the rainbows. You could do any color paper behind if you wanted to do. But yeah, so there's that one. So let me show you some other projects that I made with these, this suite. So this one was inspired by Julie Davidson. Julie is a demonstrator in the US. And I loved how I changed out the pattern. So I went with this, I brought in that banner, and then like I told you, remember how if you cut out those dies, those little pieces in the, let me bring that dies back in here. Like you cut out these pieces, they'll give you fun little patterns. So there's that one. And then this is the other one I made. Every Monday, my team member Cindy puts out a creative challenge in our team group. So it's like, you know, if you're looking for that community where you're with other women, this Stampin' Up, like there's a lot of men in the Stampin' Up world too, but it's a really great community. So our stamp to create community. My friend Cindy in Downline puts these little challenges out. So I really liked this layout, and I thought, how can I use that for this week's design? So I just used it. So cloud cover, secret sea, petal pink, basic white, and then I pulled in the patterns from the Boho vibes and sending good vibes. And then there's those dots again. So great way to send a card to let someone know you're thinking of them. All right, everyone. That is all I have for you today. I will be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and I will be showcasing another card. And that card is actually made from a sketch, so that is a great way to learn. That is actually how I create. I actually create a lot from sketches. A sketch to me is like a puzzle. It's just waiting to be solved with ink, paper, and stamps. So I'm excited. All right, everyone. I hope you have a great rest of your day. You know, enjoy your day. I always say, make sure you do something that makes you happy and that relaxes you and charges your soul. So whatever that is, I hope you find time to do that today. I'm going to upload this video. It will be on my blog tomorrow, and I will see you guys tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for another card. All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye.